I've got a dynamic duo joining me right now. Rotowire's Bruno and AJ Scholz. They're here to preview tonight's NHL playoff slate. 4 games to choose from. Locking at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time with the Panthers and Lightning. Guys, Austin Matthews scored 41 goals in 52 games in the regular season. Won the Rocket Richard. Now he takes his talents into the playoffs against Montreal tonight as the most expensive player on this slate. He's gonna cost you $9,200 to roster. Paul, are you paying up for Matthews, or is there someone else you'd rather spend your money on?
Well, while Matthews has scored at least a point in each of his 10 games against Montreal this year, that's 14 points over 10 games. That price point's pretty high. When I see a ton of attractive, cheaper value plays on the board in tonight's sked, I think I'd rather retain some roster flexibility by looking a little lower on the price scale, where I see a couple of other first-line centers that will cost a little more than the total sum. Consider that the Islanders are taking their home ice with Mathew Barzal being blanked in the first 2 games of that series. He had 6 points over his 6 previous outings and will break out at home tonight, I think. You grab him for $5,800. You can pair him with Braden Point of Tampa, who had a big hand in breaking the Panthers' spirit by winning 2 games on the road in that series. You get him for only $6,600.
AJ, what do you think? You got to pay up $9,200, or are you looking somewhere else?
Well, I can't believe we didn't have 20 minutes of Paul going off on why Austin Matthews is the greatest player of all time. But having said that, I agree with him. I think the price tag is just a little bit too high for me. If you want to stick with the Leafs, you can look at John Tavares at $6,400. He's got 5 multi-point efforts in his last 15 games, combining for 7 goals and 10 assists over that stretch. You can also look to the Lightning and get Nikita Kucherov center Braden Point at $6,600. He's sitting with 2 goals on 5 shots, 1 assist in the first 2 playoff games. So those are some guys that I'm targeting instead of paying up for Austin Matthews tonight.